Hello Liverpool fans, how be you doing? I am Aussie LFC back with my second video. This one is on Liverpool transfer targets, specifically strikers. If there is one thing that most Liverpool fans can agree on, it's that we need a world-class striker again, and this summer we must deliver. I'm going to be looking at 5 targets, 5 strikers we've been linked with this summer, and tell you what I think. I'll start with the player we've been most heavily linked with this summer, and that's Christian Benteke. 6'3" and with a £32.5 million release clause, you wouldn't assume that Liverpool would be chasing this kind of striker. He's certainly divided opinions amongst Liverpool fans this summer, and I'll give you both perspectives. It's over £30 million for an Aston Villa target man who's injury prone, doesn't seem to press, and has a terrible pass completion rate. He thrives on crosses, and last season Liverpool made only 409 crosses in the Premier League, the lowest tally out of all the teams. But whether you like it or not, he's a goal scorer. He knows where the back of the net is. He's one of only 6 players to have scored at least 10 goals in the Premier League in each of the last 3 seasons. You can't say the same about any current Liverpool strikers. Overall, I see it as a big gamble for us. It could go one of two ways. If we're able to adapt our style, or even Benteke is able to adapt the way in which he scores goals and fits into our system, he could go on to become some sort of beast up front, a Didier Drogba for us. But if it doesn't work out, if he becomes the next Balotelli, Lambert or Carroll, that's £32.5 million wasted, and for me it's just too much of a risk. I'm not sure I'd go for Christian Benteke. Next up, Alexander Lacazette. The Frenchman has become hot property this summer after he absolutely tore it up for Lyon last season. He's just turned 24, which is a brilliant age. He has bags of pace, great movement, and he's a prolific goal scorer most importantly. I would absolutely love him at Liverpool next season, and I see him as a perfect player to lead the line for us. The only issue for me lies in whether we can actually attract him. He's part of an exciting Lyon team who won the French League last season, and they'll be competing in the Champions League next season. And I hate to say it, but I struggle to see him choosing us over Lyon or the other clubs interested across Europe who can offer Champions League football that we can't. But you never know, if we could somehow snap him up, that would be very, very exciting. Third on the list is Salomon Rondon, who plays for St. Petersburg in the Russian League. He's a player, if I'm honest, I don't know a huge amount about, and he is an unknown quantity in English football. He's not very well known at all, hence the relatively low £15 million price tag. He's 25 and his goal return stats are very impressive. However, I get the impression he's little more than a goal scorer. He doesn't assist very often, and last season he only created 17 chances. I'd happily have him as a second choice striker or a super sub or something like that next season, but with Ings and Origi already in the mix and looking for playing time, I'm not sure I'd opt for the Venezuela international. Surprisingly, another name we've been linked with over recent weeks is Javier Hernandez. The Manchester United striker hit the ground running when he arrived at Old Trafford and notched up a great goals per game ratio in the Premier League, but he struggled for game time under David Moyes, and it was a similar story during his loan spell at Real Madrid. 23 out of his 36 appearances for United during the 13-14 campaign came from the substitutes bench. Despite that, we know he's a proven goal scorer, and more specifically goal poacher in England. He has a habit of scoring important goals, and he's the cheapest on the list. He probably cost us no more than £10 million. I think he could score goals for us, but in all honesty, I really can't see our arch rivals Manchester United wanting to do business with us. Finally, we have Napoli and Argentina striker Gonzalo Higuain. He's the most experienced player on the list. He was a Real Madrid hero during his time at the Bernabeu and has been to the World Cup final with Argentina. There's one big problem. The 27-year-old's reported release clause is ridiculous. £67 million. He's a proven goal scorer and arguably one of the best in the world, but if Napoli are looking for a fee even in that region, then surely it's a no-go for us. It's too much money to spend on one player who's 27 years old. So, to conclude, my ideal striker this summer, Alexander Lacazette. The striker I think we're most likely to sign, Christian Benteke. That's my verdict, but who would you like to see leading the line for Liverpool next season? Who do you think we will sign? Let me know either in the comment section below or join in the discussion on Twitter. My Twitter name is @StudgeDance. Thank you for watching. I've been Aussie LFC and I will see you next time.